MAGA, Mad Dog Mattis declares ISIS 95% eradicated under Trump admin. Mattis says 95% of ISIS destroyed. During a meeting of NATO defense ministers last week in Brussels, U.S. Defense Secretary James Mattis proudly announced that 95% of the Islamic State group has been eradicated. Our nation's dedication to defeating the terrorist enemy is evident in the progress we have made since our last gathering here. 95% of the territory once held by ISIS is now liberated, and our partners continue to secure more each day, he said, according to the Defense Department. Mosul, Tal Afar and Hawijah have been liberated. Efforts to liberate the final pockets of ISIS-held territory in Anbar province are progressing rapidly, he added. In other words, we're winning. This announcement came only weeks after U.S.-backed coalition forces in Syria successfully commandeered the city of Raqqa from the Islamic State group, ending the terror group's oppressive three-year rule. As noted at the time by USA Today, the group's defeat in Raqqa necessarily doesn't spell the end of the group, as it may very well try and establish new strongholds elsewhere. We're all paying close attention to whatever ISIS transforms into next, warned Army Colonel Pat Work, a U.S. advisor in Iraq. Mattis echoed this same sentiment during the meeting last week. Despite these successes, our fight is not over, he said. Even without a physical caliphate, ISIS remains a threat to stability in the recently liberated areas, as well as in our homelands. He added that this is why NATO's efforts must continue undeterred, regardless of the numerous victories they've thus far notched. Every battlefield is also a humanitarian field, he said. Even after the fighting stops, it's something we must hold actively in our operations as a situation that cannot be overlooked. Speaking of which, the Pentagon announced this week that it intends to remain in Syria even though the Islamic State group appears defeated. According to NPR, the Pentagon's goal is to prevent the emergence of what it has dubbed ISIS 2.0. Dovetailing back to Mattis, he concluded his speech last week by arguing that NATO's greatest weapon against the Islamic State group is unity. ISIS is opposed to all nations' civilized values, and we must remain focused on the common threat, denying them their sick and twisted objectives, he said. So long as he and President Trump are leading the charge, achieving this goal should be no problem. H/Team MAGA. Please share this story on Facebook and Twitter and let us know what you think about James Mattis' announcement that we've crushed 95% of ISIS already. What do you think about the Pentagon's decision to remain in Syria? Scroll down to comment below.